Hello and welcome to this Nature's Sunshine Academy webinar. Today we're looking at Zambroza, which is our main antioxidant product. So what is Zambroza? Well, our research scientists a few years ago wanted to make the best possible antioxidant product, so they went all around the world and they did extensive research and they came up with Zambroza. And it's a blend of the most powerful antioxidants known to man. But first, in order to understand what antioxidants do, we need to know a little bit about free radicals and oxidative stress. So what is a free radical? It's something we hear about quite a lot and on TV, on skin cream adverts, particularly now they're talking about free radicals. So free radicals are atoms, molecules or ions which have unpaired electrons going around them, which make them unstable. So ideally these electrons would be paired up, but in this case they have one or less, or one more or one less electron than they need to have, which makes them unstable. They're caused by all different kinds of things. So if you were to look at some rusting iron, the rust is actually caused by oxidative stress. It's all around us all the time. And the free radicals are what create the rust on the iron. But also, particularly within the body, it's things like foods, fried foods in particular, exercise, adrenaline from stress. If we're under long periods of stress, adrenaline will do it. Sunlight as well. And the free radicals are very reactive because they're unhappy. They want to be stable. They want these extra electrons. And they've got two ways of getting them. So the first way, if we have enough antioxidants in the body, is to get them from the antioxidants, and they'll actually donate one of their own electrons to the free radical to stabilize it. And they've got plenty of their own to spare, so it doesn't damage them at all. And they're very giving things, so they'll happily give away their electrons. That then stabilizes the free radical, making it much happier, and that makes them much less likely to damage the cells in the body. The other option, if we don't have enough antioxidants, is to steal electrons from other substances in the body, which, although it makes that free radical happy again, it obviously makes another substance unhappy because that then becomes unstable, and so it goes on. If we magnify this hundreds and thousands and millions of times, obviously we set ourselves up for problems because free radical damage can then occur all over the body. So with oxidative stress, what happens is, you've got loads of different free radicals going on everywhere, and they're damaging the cells. In particular, what they do is damage the DNA, which holds all the information the cell needs to copy itself and reproduce. If the DNA is damaged, then the copy is imperfect and it causes lots of different problems. One of them is premature aging, because the cell, when it reproduces, is not a perfect copy. There's something slightly wrong with it. Premature aging can be anything from sort of joint disease and problems that we associate with old age, even down to wrinkles. We know that sun damage to the skin causes free radicals in the skin, and that can cause wrinkles amongst other things. So that's one thing to bear in mind. Inflammation as well. Anywhere in the body, inflammation is bad news, and we know that there's an association between free radical damage and oxidative stress and the inflammatory process. Joint disease, as I've already mentioned, and also damage to the arteries, and we're realizing more and more now about how important it is to have antioxidants as part of our diet to help keep the arteries healthy. So where do antioxidants come from? In our supplements, we have a number of vitamins and minerals which are antioxidant. For a start, we have vitamins A, C and E, which are all powerful antioxidants. Minerals, zinc and selenium as well, have antioxidant properties, and there are other substances as well, like coenzyme Q10, bioflavonoids and rutin, amongst others. So the main ingredient of Zambroza is a fruit called mangosteen, which comes from Thailand, and it contains the highest known levels of xanthones in any fruit or vegetable anywhere in the world. Xanthones are particularly powerful in terms of antioxidants. And in Thailand, mangosteen has been used for many years. It's got a number of different health benefits recognized by traditional Thai healers. So that's one reason why we decided to put that into Zambroza. The second ingredient we're going to look at is what they call wolfberry on the Zambroza label, but we know them better as goji berries, and there's been a lot of interest in these over the past few years. They're a very popular plant in China and the Himalayas, and they're particularly rich in an antioxidant called zeaxanthin, which acts as a natural sunblock for the eyes. It actually helps to protect the retina from sun damage. Apples as well are contained in Zambroza, and they're also very rich in antioxidants. In the UK and Europe, they've been used for many years to help soothe and nourish the digestive system in particular. There was an old saying, wasn't there, an apple a day keeps the doctor away, because the health benefits of apples have been known for many years. Apples were also a very popular remedy for constipation, where you would eat a bowl full of apples just before bed, and that was to remedy your constipation. It's likely to be as much the skin of the apple providing the roughage for that as anything else. They release a very nourishing form of sugar, and a very easily absorbable form of sugar, so that it doesn't upset the blood sugar levels too much. It's very slow releasing energy that you get from apples. Blueberry is the next one we're going to look at, and there's been a lot of interest in this recently as well. The US Department of Agriculture has found blueberry to be one of the richest and most easily absorbed sources of antioxidants. Again, it's got a particular affinity for the eyes. It's very close relative. The bilberry, which is native to Europe, was used during the Second World War to help improve the night vision in fighter pilots, again because of the effect that it has upon the retina. Raspberry is another ingredient which has been identified as one of the richest sources of antioxidants, and it has a particular affinity for the cardiovascular and the cardiovascular system, and for cell reproduction as well. Concord grapes have been used since ancient times for their health-giving properties, as well as the wine that we get from grapes. Obviously, there's a number of other good things about grapes. They have a specific effect upon the liver and the circulatory systems, and we've realized more recently that actually it's the whole grape that we need, including the skin and the seeds, in order to get the full benefits of it. The skin and the seeds have their own health-giving properties, which are different to the flesh of the grape. The last two ingredients we're going to look at here are green tea, which is rich in flavonoids, and they're helpful to the immune and the digestive systems in particular. There's a lot of publicity about green tea, particularly in the last few years. It's been marketed as very heavily as a health food. And red grape as well, which was traditionally used to nourish the liver and kidneys by the ancient Greeks. So looking at the potency of Zambroza against other antioxidants on the market, a few years ago we had Zambroza tested independently by Brunswick Laboratories, and they found that Zambroza was very, very potent, much more potent than many of the other main competitors. The way they measure this is using a system called ORAC, which stands for the oxygen radical absorption capacity, and Zambroza's ORAC score was 51,939, which was more than twice that of the next closest competitor. It really is a very potent antioxidant drink. So how to take Zambroza? It's really easy. You just take 15 ml, which is about 3 teaspoonfuls, just over 3 teaspoonfuls of Zambroza twice a day. And that's the end of our webinar. If you have any other questions, please do email me. The address is ukhealthsciences@natr.com. Hope you've enjoyed the webinar, and I'll speak to you again soon. Bye.